in Brownsville, New York is a pretty unique experience. I had a chance to kind of see a lot of things at an early age. It kind of just exposes you to life at a point where you grow up maturer and quicker than most people that live in other neighborhoods.
A shooting tonight in Brownsville left one man dead and 2 others hurt.
Right here you see a man approach a group in an elevator and then shoot one of the men in the torso.
It's the violence that we're exposed to, the poverty that we're exposed to, the drug abuse that we're exposed to at such a young age teaches us that life is going to throw you curveballs and challenges, and with our resilience and what we experience in Brownsville helps me feel like I could take on the world.
How Brownsville is? It's cool and all that. Don't lie, nigga. It's cool and all that, but niggas got guns out here. I'm thinking about getting one myself.
Mental health in the Black community, in my opinion, is actually spread across everyone. Everyone deals with it in Black communities, especially certain Black communities that's underrepresented.
So we really need to start discussing mental health issues in the Black community, just the community period, hip hop, because I feel like it's a lot of Negroes that have mental health issues and aren't dealing with them.
A thought of stress is not looked at as a mental health issue, but it is something that needs to be addressed and is a mental health issue. Depression is another item. Grief is another item that deals with mental health. And these 3 items alone, most people deal with at some point in their life, and in underrepresented neighborhoods, they deal with multiple times in their life. So I had 2 really tough phone calls in my life. My first phone call was when my mother had her accident, and I had to call my sister to share with her the news that my mother wasn't doing too well from that accident. That was a really, really tough call, dealing with grief and not knowing what the outcome would be. The second toughest call I had to make was when I had to contact my brother after finding out the news that he lost a good friend. His friend was a public figure. He happened to be a rapper by the name of Chinks. And one day I wake up in the morning and recognize on social media that people are claiming that he was actually killed. And seeing that news was heartbreaking because I knew Chinks and his family as well and knew that he was a good person. When I picked up the phone to call my brother, he had already heard the news. He was crying on the phone, and I was at a loss for words. And this was the point in time that I realized that I needed to build a solution for underrepresented communities, because with him living in Ohio and me being in New York, there was no solution for me to be able to easily connect him with a therapist. True Circle is a mental health platform that's web-based. You can access as well as your mobile device and tablet that allows people to search and find therapists in underrepresented communities. With the stigma being so large in the community, we want to normalize the conversation. Just like someone goes to the dentist every 6 months for a checkup, whether you have a cavity or not, we want to normalize it where people are getting mental health checkups. It's really tough sometimes to find a therapist that you feel looks like you or understands the neighborhood or challenges you've been through in your neighborhood. So access is a big challenge for people in not knowing where to begin to get the help they need.